Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics, and I'm a Pleiadian channel and starseed coach. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about our creative powers because most of us want to create certain things in our life. And for most humans, we want the same 4 or 5 things. We want health, we want wealth, we want happiness, we want love, and we want some sort of creativity or freedom. But as you've probably noticed over the course of your spiritual journey, some of those things can be hard to come by. So in today's video, the Pleiadians are going to be talking to us about how to create more of what we want to see in our lives. But before we dive into today's topic, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. Now, when we talk about our creative powers, this is something that we spend a lot of time talking about in the spiritual community. There's so much out there on manifestation, one of the terms of art in the spiritual community. We talk about this all the time. But for all that talking, most of us are still kind of iffy when it comes to actually doing it. We might have some success here or there, but when it comes to the really big, important things in our life, the things that we're really trying to make happen, most of us have kind of mixed luck in making those things happen. So today the P's are going to talk to us a little bit about one of the ways that they see us getting a little turned around as humans, getting the process wrong, helping us clarify this so that we can actually create all those things we have been trying to manifest. Now, the first thing that the P's have noticed as they watch us is that a lot of us have the creation process backwards. And as you can imagine, that is not super helpful. So the P's want to clarify a little bit about how we actually create things. Because you've heard them say over and over again, we create our entire reality. And for most of us, we go, well, how can that really be true? Because I wouldn't create half of the stuff going on in my life right now. But the reason that we are not creating what we want is most of us have this process a little jumbled. So for a lot of humans, the way we go about this, especially if you've been on your spiritual path for a while, is that we use our manifestation techniques. And there's a million of them out there. You probably know several. We have things like affirmations, mantras, visualizations. Back in the day, there were vision boards. So there are lots of different tools out there to help us create what we want to create. So here's where we get a little backwards. Most of us use our manifestation tools, whether that is thinking about what we want, writing it out on paper, all wonderful techniques, and then we immediately go to see if it has worked, right? We go and look in the mirror. We go and check our bank account. We go and look to the outside world for verification. We just can't help ourselves from doing this. But this is kind of the spiritual equivalent of going to the gym one time and looking to see if your pants feel looser. So as we know, it takes a little more than that. We still have a foot in this 3D reality, really 4D, but 3D, 4D reality where things take a little time. So the time lag will often catch up with us and we won't see the results instantly. Then what happens to our ego mind for a lot of us is our mind will start telling us, well, that didn't work. This is a waste of time. And our ego mind will start to convince us that nothing is working. But when we go about things like this, we're doing it backwards. Because if we do our manifestation techniques that we've been taught or that we've seen in the videos, and we immediately go to look at the external world to see if it has changed, what we're doing is we are radiating to the universe that we don't trust that it has worked. The only reason we'd be looking for validation, looking in the mirror, checking the bank account, is to see proof in the external world. But that is kind of the equivalent of expecting the mirror to smile before you have. Using this analogy of the mirror is one of the best examples we have in the spiritual community of the creation process, because we know that our reality is only a reflection of our inner state. So when we do a quick manifestation tool and run to see if it worked, what we're doing is we are vibrating, sending out a frequency of doubt and distrust. And so what happens when we are radiating doubt and distrust? The manifestation fails. We're not on the right channel. Everything is about the frequency that we bring to the process. So we have to kind of convince ourselves to let go of looking for external validation. Because the moment we do that, we are telling the universe, I don't believe I am a creator. I need the world to show it to me first. But the world can't show you something that you're not a match to. So the way we troubleshoot this and get things turned around and going in the right direction is by changing our state of being. What are we projecting when we're trying to create something? So instead of being in that state of hope as we do our tool and then looking for the results and being disappointed, instead what we have to do is we have to come back to how we're feeling. Create the feeling state of our creation being done. How would you actually feel if you had all the money you needed in your bank account? What would you be doing if you already had the healed body? If you already had the perfect partner or the community that you're looking for? So when you tap into how that would feel, the feeling state, because that is what we project out to the world, and then hold on to that, no matter what you see reflected in the world around you. Because for a little while, 3D is always going to show you the old story. That's just how this reality works. So when we want to get our creative process moving in the right order, it's all about holding on to the feeling state. How would it feel if you had what you wanted? And then hold on to that, even just in your heart, just in your imagination, no matter what you see around you. As soon as you make this little tweak to your process, reality rearranges itself around you. Because you are holding on to the frequency or the signal of it being done. And once you are holding the vibration of health and abundance and feeling loved and appreciated, reality has to reflect that to you. But it all comes down to, can you hold the frequency of having what you want before you actually see it? And this is something that really trips up our ego minds. The ego mind can't fathom this. It's like, how can I feel abundant when I know I can't pay my gas bill? Well, that feeling is what keeps you not able to pay your gas bill. But if you can find in your imagination the feeling state of having what you need, what you want, reality has to rearrange itself and show that to you. But it can't show you something you are not. So if you're still feeling the fear, the frustration, the doubt of not having what you want, you are in an energy of creating more of that. Not that your manifestation isn't working. It's working perfectly. It's giving you exactly what you are. So this is one of the big areas where we get our creative process backwards. And because of this, we don't get what we want. So this little adjustment to our process, to holding on to the feeling of it being done, even just in your heart, even just in your imagination, that is what brings it to you. But if we are running to the outside world for verification, the second we're done with our meditation, guess what? We are projecting the lack of that thing. And then what we manifest is the lack of that thing. So it's actually really simple when you break down the metaphysics. But we get this turned around as humans. So the P's wanted to give us this little adjustment to our process because so many of us, myself included, find myself doing this all of the time, running to look to see if it worked. And as we do that, we are keeping ourselves in lack because we're showing the universe we don't believe it. So making this little adjustment can really change your success when it comes to creating. So that's what the P's have for you in today's POV. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't done that yet. And if you're interested in learning all these amazing tools that the P's teach in these videos, click the link in the description to work with me one-on-one. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.